chat box. All right. Let me know where you are watching from in the chat box. Okay, let me know where you're watching from in the chat box. We are about to get started. We're 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 about to get started. All right, so welcome everyone to yet another wonderful session where we'll be exploring technical analysis using price action. My name remains Tunmise Olaoluwa. Here's a quick disclaimer. Leverage trading involves risk, so you need to trade responsibly. Regional restrictions are applied. Do well to check our terms and conditions. This session is for educational purpose only and not a financial advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Okay? Good. Now, a quick about me is here. I have 7 years experience with a solid background in finance and quantitative research. My trading results have been consistently profitable across various strategies. I have frequently traded price action, momentum, trends, candlestick patterns, primarily focusing on Euro USD, USD JPY, and USD and GBP USD. Okay. Now, our agenda for today is centered around this. We're going to discuss the use of, top to bottom strategy. We're going to review Euro USD currency pair. We're also going to review the price movement of Euro USD. Okay. And we're going to review any currencies suggested by you. All right. Now, and then we'll have our question and answer. Now, this session will last about 45 minutes. So use the YouTube live chat. Use the YouTube live chat to communicate, ask your questions, and I will periodically check them and answer them. All right. Okay. Now, the strategies. What the strategy consists of. What the strategy consists of. 1. Analyzing historical price movement. 2. Utilizes candlestick formation, chart patterns, and market structure. All right. Then what kind of trader is this suitable for? 1, it is suitable for position trader. It is suitable for intraday trader. It is suitable for swing trader. Okay. Give me a minute. All right. So now, when to use this strategy? This strategy is efficient and useful during high liquidity periods, time frame from 1 hour to 1 month. Okay. Now, so this strategy is useful for time frame from 1 hour to 1 month. All right. Now, So we are going to take the live session now. Okay, so we're going to take the live session now, and our trading instrument, we are starting with Euro USD. So let's delete all this. So yeah, we are starting with Euro USD. So what we're going to do is this. With the top to bottom approach, we are starting from the daily time frame. All right, we are starting from the daily time frame, and so now from the daily time frame, there are a few things we need to understand on the daily time frame. One is we want to understand what is the current market structure on the daily time frame. All right, so let's begin to analyze this to understand what the current market structure on the daily time frame is. So we'll take the horizontal line to map out levels of support and resistance. Okay. So we can see here, how these levels have been mapped out. Okay, we can see that price has been ranging in this box. Price has been ranging here. Okay, good. You can see that price has been ranging at this level. All right, good. So we can see that price has been ranging at this level, and when we look closely, we see that price moving up, coming down, moving up, coming down at this level. So now our business is to be able to forecast where next price would go. Okay, what is the next move on price? That is why that's what we are looking at. Okay, so now looking at this, now we've been able to identify the patterns on the daily time frame. Now let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. So we can see that on the 4 hours time frame there is a downtrend. On the 4 hours time frame there is a downtrend. Yeah. Good. So we can see that on the 4 hours time frame there has been a downtrend. Okay. Now the question is, where next is price going? Okay, where is price going next? Where is price going next? So yeah, we're gonna so we have this. Now the question is, where is price going next? From the look of things, we would see, okay, now, so when we look closely, we can see that there are minor support and resistance zones. There are minor support and resistance zones here. You can see this is a minor support and resistance zone, and that's the zone where price is currently, the range, the zone where price is currently at. Okay, now from this zone, what do you see? What do you think price is going to do next from this zone? What I think price is going to do next from this zone is to further drop down. I see price dropping down further from here. I see price dropping down further from here. Okay? Yeah. I see price dropping down further from here. That is one thing that we need to take cognizance of. Okay? Seeing price drop from here, because when you go close to it, you can see that when a breakout happened here and a reversal happened, a short reversal happened, but definitely there is more, there is more selling power. Okay, there is more selling power. There is more selling power. So I'm going to put something here. I'm going to say sell zones. Okay, more sellers than buyers. More sellers than buyers. Good. Can you see that? There are more sellers than buyers on this level. All right, and that is why you would see that the market would definitely or most likely reverse from here. So the probability of reversal from this level is higher. The probability that price will continue to drop is higher. So I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame and take our final decision and execute on the 1 hour time frame. So here is what I'm saying. This level here is a level where I said there are more sellers than buyers at this level. In case you're not seeing that level, this is the level I'm talking about. Okay, good. This level here, there are more sellers than buyers. And this is what is going to inform our judgment on this trade. So on this trade, I'm going to execute a sell because I see from the market structure, there are more sellers here. This level is a support turned resistance zone. Okay, so I'm going to put in sell. So now I've triggered the sell order at that level. Let's go to set our take profit and our stop loss. So our take profit and our stop loss. Now what I want to do here is simple. My stop loss, my take profit being that it's a sell, would be farther down. Let me go to the daily time frame. Yeah, I want it. Okay, let me go to the 4 hours time frame. Yeah, I want it to the next. I want it here. Yeah. Okay. And then my stop loss would be just here. All right. That makes it 2 to 1. Okay, 2 to 1. So yeah, 2 to 1. All right. So I'm gonna confirm that now. Okay, so I've confirmed that. Now you can see my stop loss is at 1.15862 and my take profit is at 1.14065. Okay, so and when you look at it closely, I am risking 1% or less than 1%, like 1:2. So I'm risking 1:2, like ratio 2 reward. So I'm willing to lose 1% of my not necessarily my capital, but I'm willing to like lose like half of what I'm willing to gain. So I'm willing to gain twice as much as what I'm willing to lose. Let me put it that way. So I'm willing to gain twice as much as what I am willing to lose. Okay? So I'm willing to lose $10 and I'm willing to gain $25. Okay? So I've executed a sell and the market is running. If you have any question, please do well to make use of the chat box. All right, if you have any question, do well to make use of the chat box. If you are just joining us for the first time, please smash on the subscribe button, okay, and tap on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever we are having our webinars. Okay, good. Fantastic. So now let's go to look into another currency. If you have any currency in mind you want us to look into, please drop it in the chat box. All right, but while you are doing that, let's go and analyze the USD JPY market. USD JPY market. Okay, USD JPY market. Now let's go to the daily time frame on the USD JPY market. Now this is the USD JPY market, and we can see that this market is, you know, in a not absolutely, but you can see it's more like in a progressive movement, so gradually progressing upward. So let's see something like this. We can see just something like this, like a slight ascending, you know, direction. So when we go closely, let's map out levels of support and levels of resistance. Let's map out levels of support and levels of resistance. Okay, awesome. So okay, someone said GBP AUD. All right, so after USD JPY, I'm going to look into GBP AUD. So right now we want to analyze USD JPY. So we've been able to map out levels of support, resistance, And currently we can see that USD JPY is at an all-time high. Okay, is at an all-time high after since January 2025. It dropped massively and now it is coming back to position. But when you look closely, this level where it got to were actually levels where there used to be a massive turnaround. All right, there used to be a massive turnaround. So let's say this has always been the massive turnaround, okay, expecting that there will be a massive turnaround here, and it didn't turn around and it came up here. Now price is right here. There is a higher likelihood that USD JPY will drop from here. There's a higher likelihood, right? Because the levels, the particular level where it's currently seated, it's more or less like a very, very strong support zone. I'm sorry, a very, very strong resistance zone. Okay, and now one thing we need to watch, I'm going to give you a tip like this. One thing you need to watch is this: when the candle gets to an all-time high, and when you look at the room to the left, so this is the room to the left. This is the room to the left. Okay, when you look at the room to the left, look at how long it is. You see that on the daily time frame, after counting 12 candles, okay, none of those 12 candles ever got to that all-time high. So you can see that there is so much room to the left. Now this indicates so much that this level there would have to be a reversal, because there is too much room to the left. When you count the last 12 candles, none of them ever got to all-time high. The last 20, 50, 100 candle, none of them has ever gotten to the all-time high. Okay, and now this price is currently seated at the all-time high. It's telling us just one thing, that there would be a reversal in price. So from the daily time frame, I can see active selling happening very soon in the market. Okay, I can see active selling happening very soon in the market. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. Now let's look closely at the 4 hours time frame. We can see that the consolidation at this top is gathering. The consolidation here is gathering. Now what would most likely happen at this level here that we can see, okay, what will most likely happen at this level that we can see is let me take this off. I want to get something more interesting. Okay, good. We will see price consolidate. We'll see price consolidate, go up, go down. Okay, price go up. So we might see price consolidate at this level like this, as much at this level, right? And then we would finally see a drop in price to the next support zone. The next support zone looking like this level. Okay, so we might most likely see this happen, a double top and then a drop in price, or price just rallies a bit and then drops directly. So one of these two would most likely happen. All right, one of these two would most likely happen. All right, good. So what we are anticipating here is a drop in price. For me, I would love to place a sell from this level, okay, because I have, a higher probability that price would drop from this level downwards and would not go higher than this. And if it goes higher than this, I would set a stop loss order just right above this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what the 1 hour time frame is telling us before we execute, so we can see what's going on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, possibly a double top is already forming at the 1 hour time frame. But without any further ado, we would place a short on this. So I've placed a short. So I would go and set the stop loss and take profit level. So here you would see that okay, let me see where the stop loss is. My stop loss would be here. That should be, let me check it. Okay, good. Yeah, my stop loss would be slightly above, yeah, and my take profit would be here. And then I confirm my changes. It's been set and good. So you can see I have my stop loss now here, and I have my take profit level here. Okay, yeah. If you have any question, drop it in the chat box. If you have any question, drop it in the chat box. If you have any question, drop it in the chat box. Okay. Okay, good. Now let's look at the GBP AUD as suggested by VibeView. Let's look at GBP AUD as suggested by VibeView. So here we are on GBP AUD. Let's go to the daily time frame. All right. Good. So we are on GBP AUD on the daily time frame. Now let's understand the current market structure on GBP AUD. Let's map out levels of support and levels of resistance. Okay. Now on GBP AUD, we have been able to map out levels of support and resistance. So this is a level of resistance. This is a level of support. Now, this level of support will turn resistance here. Okay, good. So we can see now clearly how price moved. Price moved up, came down, moved up, came down, moved up, came down. All right. Now, price has dropped from this level. There's a breakout took place here. A breakout took place here. Okay, let me mark that level where the breakout took place. A breakout took place here. Okay, and we can see price came down. Now price is currently consolidating, at this level. Now I would have said there's going to be a potential fall in price. However, I would like to further confirm by checking the 4 hours time frame to see what is happening on the 4 hours time frame. This would help me see more closely and make better decisions. So I'm going to go to the 4 hours time frame. Good. So now you can see that on the 4 hours time frame, it's looking more like price is recovering from the breakout to the downward side, and then consolidating and moving upward. All right. Now my next decision from here would not be to either buy or sell, okay, but would be to set a sell order above, such that when price goes up to this resistance level where it broke out from, it will further drop. So now there is a higher likelihood that when price gets to this resistance zone, previously support zone, now turned resistance, okay, price will be resisted. So what I'm expecting to see is price going up, all right, and equally coming down. I don't know, right? So price going up and equally coming down. All right. So instead of selling at the current market price or buying at the current market price, I choose to set a pending sell order at this level. I'm going to set a pending sell order at this level. All right. So let's do that. We're going to set a set. So now you come here, you can see on our platform, we have what we call new order. So I come to new order. It has given me options: market order, where I sell at the immediate market price, or pending order, where I sell at my preferred market price or at my preferred price. Okay. And I said, okay, I want to set a stop, a sell stop, a sell stop. So I pick up, take my direction here, and set the sell stop. Before doing that, I'm going to set the take profit level. Says, okay, I'm willing to take profit if price comes down here. And the stop loss, I'm willing to take a stop loss just right here. Yeah, just right here. All right. So I'm going to place order. So I've done that now. Okay, good. Now I've set a sell stop order and a take profit and a stop loss. Why am I setting take profit and stop loss? Because these are risk management tools which you and I as a retail trader need to leverage. It's important. There are some persons who say, oh, I don't trade with stop loss. That's not LD. For you as a trader, the stop loss is to help you mitigate against unforeseen circumstances that can turn the market around. And when it turns the market around, you don't want to be found wanting. All right? You don't want to be found wanting. Okay? Good. So guys, please don't forget that this session is brought to you by Octa. Do well to smash the subscribe button, tap on the notification bell to always stay updated on our upcoming webinars. You don't want to miss them. All right? You don't want to miss them. So from here, we can see that all we have to do now is to wait and see what happens. So if market goes up and triggers our sell order, beautiful, we would be in profit. If market continues to go down, and if it doesn't, our stop loss will take us out of the market by preventing us from losing more than we can bear, which is the reason why we need our risk management tool. And we also, if it also goes in our direction, our take profit will also be triggered, so that it doesn't get to the take profit and then reverse back into our entry level, and then wipe out our profit. So these are the reasons why you leverage risk management tools like take profit and stop loss. All right. Okay, I'm just going to give one more opportunity to analyze one asset, and then we would call it a day. So I can see somebody mention gold. Let's look at the gold market. Let's look at the gold market. Okay, let's look at the gold market. Good. So let's go to the daily time frame. Now, if you have been following our series, okay, in our previous webinar we looked at gold, and it's been an interesting movement on gold. So here I'm going to map out levels of support and resistance on gold, and this will help us prepare our minds better. Okay, so now we can see what has been happening on the gold market on the daily time frame, and price went all-time high to 4K, 4,300, and we see price drop, okay, to 3,900, and we see price move up to 4,200, like that. Now currently price is ranging at 4,000, the 4,000 mark. Okay, price is currently ranging at the 4,000 mark. So what are we going to do? We're going to look at it from this angle. So now let's get this. We have, look at it from here. Good. So we have this. Price is ranging between this box. Now there are two things that can happen. Either price breaks outward to the upside and continues going up, or price breaks downward to the downside and continue going down. These are two facts. If price breaks up, it's going to continue going up. If it breaks down, it's going to continue going down. So the question is, how do we position ourselves such that when price breaks upward, we are in profit? When price breaks downward, we are also in profit. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame to see more clearly what price is doing to better position ourselves. So from the look of things, you would see that price has been ranging. No clear direction. All right, there has been no clear direction. So what I'm going to say is this: I'm not going to take any trade on the gold. However, I can recommend that you set a pending stop order, sell order. Okay, yeah, and a pending buy order and a pending buy order, a pending sell order and a pending buy order, so that if price goes above, breaks above, it triggers the this is it. Set a pending buy order here, yeah, and a pending sell order, yeah. So because we are trying to position ourselves such that if price breaks up above, our buy order is triggered, and if price breaks downward below, our sell order is triggered. So that is the best way we can position ourselves, for the gold market currently. All right, good. Now, there's an important lesson I want us to take home, and that's on risk management. So if you are a newbie, please do well to start with the demo account, the practice trading with the virtual money to understand the market and your strategy without risking real capital. Use stop loss order, very important. Also trade with risk to reward ratio, like you watch me do. I set my take profit twice as my stop loss, so I'm willing to gain twice as much as I'm willing to lose. Okay, now also risk only small percentage per trade. Diversify your trades, avoid over leveraging, and stick to your trading plans. Keep up with market news. As an analyst, you need to stay up to date with economic news and events. Avoid over trading and review and adjust your strategies regularly. Ask yourself some questions and adjust your strategy regularly. Please do know that Octa trading app is available on Play Store. It offers a wide range of trading instruments with low spread, fast execution, and zero commission. It also has various educational resources, 24/7 customer support, and a strong commitment to fund and data security. Now, here is a promo code for you to double your deposit. The promo code is Tunmise 100, TUNMISE 100. Okay, TUNMISE. It's on the right side of the screen. Take advantage of it in just 5 steps. Number 1, open the Octa trading app or visit our official website. Go to your profile, find the promo code section in the menu, enter the promo code and press activate. Once you do that, make a deposit and enjoy your bonus. All right. Now, a quick summary of what we covered is on price action. We reviewed the live trading strategy looking at price action and how it applies across various instruments. And also, we also talked more on risk management, where I emphasized that you leverage on the risk management tools like the take profit order and the stop loss order. All right. And I believe that you've had a great takeaway. All right. So what is the key takeaway from here? We've analyzed trading instruments to understand how they behave under various market conditions. You review your actions and reflect on your decision to identify what worked well and what needs to be improved. All right. Now keep up with the latest market news and use educational resources like the one we provide on our Octa channel. And don't forget to subscribe and tap on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever we have a webinar. Please, we value your feedback, and that is why we need you to scan this QR code to give us a feedback on our webinars. This feedback will help us to improve our future webinar. Now, this survey takes just 1 minute. Please do well to fill this survey so that we can know how best to better serve you. Don't forget to subscribe and tap on the notification bell. Thank you very much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session. Bye guys.